Hi, this is Karen E., and this is the reading for today, April 23rd. Kind of all over the place, and part of me feels like, gosh, I could talk about this for a half hour with everything that I feel and see. And there's not even really any order, but I just went with what came, what decks I was guided to pull, and which cards came. um, I used the archetype deck first of all, and I'm seeing both the victim archetype and the queen archetype, and you can take the light aspects or the dark aspects of both of those, which for me kind of related to this whole concept of home and feeling comfortable in your own skin, as well as dealing with maybe some taking stock and some heartache and some disappointment. And what I mean by that is just sort of reviewing one's life and looking at things that have happened, and whether they were things that other people did, or maybe we didn't feel like we were in the driver's seat, maybe we were a passenger and we got pulled into this. And then other times where maybe we were the driver and we made some choices, and sometimes we made mistakes. And it's learning to love and accept all those choices, all those situations. I know Wayne Dyer often said we're always exactly where we're meant to be, but it is helpful sometimes to reflect on how far we've come. What are the things that have affected us? What did we learn? What choices did we make? Certainly, we can learn from these things. We can be the queen of our lives. We don't have to take this to the dark side of queen and boss people around, but we can just simply take charge of our own lives and be confident. And we can learn from the things that have happened. Yes, sometimes we feel hurt and we feel victimized, and it's important to acknowledge those feelings, but it's also important to learn from them and to be strong and to move forward, and to not judge ourselves, to be comfortable in our own skin. That helps us then also to not judge others. We all make mistakes. We're all human. We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. And one thing we're always reminded to do, as I see this meditation card, we really have to take our time to ground and meditate. I do it every morning and sometimes several times a day. It's one of the most helpful things ever. I encourage everyone to do that. And interestingly, we've got this life purpose card, which I think ties in with all of these, because it all ties in with our life purpose. We experience things for a reason. Often the paths we take, whether they felt chosen or not, they lead us to being able to help other people, having compassion for other people, and we help other people along their way. And so really nothing is in vain. When you're in the midst of feeling this disappointment or heartache, just realize there is a purpose, there is meaning, and on the other side of that is always joy. And feelings do pass. And then we also have the High Priestess. That's just really trusting your intuition, knowing everything is going to be okay. And yes, we want to use our wisdom to make decisions, and part of that wisdom is our intuition. Sometimes you just know, I've got to go this way. And sometimes it's not time to decide yet, and that's okay. I think right now there are so many changes. It helps to be able to be flexible and go with the flow. Realize that nothing's permanent. You don't have to make any big decisions. You can play with some decisions, but just realize you might change your mind, and that's okay. Just knowing that your intuition will guide you, especially if you meditate regularly, Stay grounded, stay centered. We have a lot of information coming at us. And so it's really important to sort through what feels real to you and what's not. And also being able to ride the wave through that storm, just knowing you're going to be okay no matter what. You are comfortable in your own skin. No, nobody's perfect. We've got strengths and weaknesses and we've made mistakes, but we've done a lot of good things too. And there's a lot more yet to come. Use the wisdom that you've learned and that intuition that you've always counted on to continue and to live your life purpose. Some of us might not know what that looks like right now, but maybe it's changing form, or maybe we're doing it differently than we were going to do before, maybe doing more distance work, things like that. But just know everything is going to work out. Trust, follow your intuition, and love and accept yourself. Love and accept your strengths and your weaknesses and your humanness. We're all in this together. Take care and have a wonderful day.